I'm Ashley Lyle, CEO and founder of Black Literature and Art Queens Network. I'm sitting here today with Ms. Ber-Henda Williams. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. So let's get started. Sure. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Wow, so I am a poet and author. I am also the founder of the Power of Girlhood, which is a girls' leadership organization for girls between the ages of 13 to 18. And I'm also the founder and director of the Hamtramck with Ber-Henda Williams, which is a cultural organization. So we promote and produce cultural events as well as provide coaching for empathic and intuitive women.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
You're completely busy.
I'm very busy. All the time.
Very busy.
All the time.
So tell me a little bit what got you into poetry?
Oh my goodness. I need to save myself. You know, I think I fell in love with a stupid boy who broke my heart, and I needed a way, I needed a catharsis to get that pain out. And what ended up happening was I found that as I shared my piece with people, oh my God, like, this is really good. And I'm like, really? So I just start writing more and more and more as like I said, as a catharsis for myself. And I said, really, poetry saved my life in so many ways, in so many instances. And so continued on, started performing here locally in the Metro Detroit area. Had some opportunities to travel doing poetry. One of my essays in this day, one of the biggest opportunities was to MC the U.S. Social Forum.
Wow.
Yeah, so Allied Media and the U.S. Social Forum teamed up one year, and I had an opportunity to host the main stage of Yes, with poetry.
That's amazing.
It is very amazing. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, so facilitating workshops with youth, adults. I just absolutely love the vehicle of poetry and what it does for the soul. So I am just so in love with poetry, and it's just changed and enriched my life so much.
I'm blown away. I'm blown away. So how long have you been doing poetry? You said since you were a kid, right?
Yes, since the 7th grade. So we won't put a year on that. But since the 7th grade, I've been writing poetry, and you know, like I said, facilitating workshops around poetry. Had an opportunity last year to do some work in Adrian College.
Ah, okay.
So bilingual poetry.
Nice.
I did a bilingual poetry workshop. So that was amazing and interesting because I love when I can blend like my worlds. Because I'm like I'm the ultimate multi-potentialite. So I have like, that's for people who have like multiple passions, which I do. And most creatives do. Like you don't have like one medium that you kind of dedicate yourself to. So yeah.
Jack of all trades.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, who are your poetry inspirations?
Oh my goodness. So Nikki Giovanni, of course. Had an opportunity to actually dedicate poetry to her. The Deltas a few years back brought her to Detroit. She's a Delta. And so they honored her with a poetry cafe. So when you kind of have an opportunity to like perform for like your own personal like poetry, I would be like, oh my God. So that's one. I absolutely adore Rumi. So, you know, he's a Persian poet, Persian mystic.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely love him. Pablo Neruda, who was a Latino poet. He's absolutely amazing. I love revolutionary works, so definitely Lorca, Claude McKay, and from like the Renaissance, Harlem Renaissance era. Who else? Prince,
of course.
You know, he is a poet, lyrical and musical genius. Ursula Rucker, absolutely adore her, and I think that poetry can be found anywhere and anything. So yeah, I can look at objects and people and their poetry.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. So explain to me a little bit more in depth of what is Power of Girlhood Leadership Institute.
Yeah, so the Power of Girlhood, that's my baby. So I'm trying to, I don't want to well up in here, but really it's a labor of love. So I was a 10th grade Spanish teacher at a local high school, and we had a day, or actually a week, where we stepped back from traditional academics. It's called Intersection. And I had an opportunity to really talk to my homeroom group of girls and just the stories that they were sharing about their lives, and some of the struggles and realizations and these kind of quandaries really led me to okay, what can I do to really incubate or be a space and a container to hold them, and you know, in many cases also like heal my own wound. And the Power of Girlhood was really born from that. I had a relationship with the South Atlantic Library, and I pitched them the idea. Next thing I knew, we did this day-long event. We had over 300 girls and their families come through over the course of the day.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
That's fantastic. And this was just the first time?
That was the first time. Yeah.
Wow.
I
That's
think
a good turnout.
it was an amazing turnout, but I really think larger, like, not just me, but I feel that because the need is just so great, it kind of sends a call out, like, to the universe, and so then the people begin to respond because you're answering prayer with the need. So I would encourage anyone, like, really sit with what your calling is and what you're called to do, and if it's pressed on you, you'll get a response. And so that's how the Power of Girlhood was birthed. We do a big event every year called the International Day of the Girl, which is sanctioned by the United Nations. So we hosted it at Wayne State University. Shout out to Wayne State, also alma mater. So that allowed us to engage girls all over the metro and even far away as Saginaw. So we had girls come in, yes, they took a bus in from Saginaw to join us. And what we did was really put them in a place of leadership. So they got to pick the issues that they felt were most important and impactful to their own lives, and then act as delegates to develop, I would say, resolutions to those problems. And so they shared out in the larger space and broke them up into small groups, and they were really know, and they were able to come up with resolutions for their lives.
And they were able to create long-lasting bonds with
they all exchange information and Instagram titles and
everything.
Everything.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what exactly motivated you to create the Power of Girlhood Leadership Institute?
Yeah, so my motivation to create it was just what I saw, my observation. And you know, statistically speaking, girls of color are least likely to participate in physical activity. They are at an increased risk of engaging in risky behaviors. They are also, unfortunately, ever increasing numbers of suicide. Anxiety and depression is also at an all-time high. They are highly susceptible to media influence. And I just felt that if girls really knew their own power, like if you understood your power and how the world is vying for your attention, then you'll walk away. You'll realize that you matter, your voice matters, you have something to offer. And so that's all I do is I extract. I see it, and I just extract what's already natural.
I'm touched. Just hearing all this, I'm completely touched. So, and I think you've already answered this already. Why is your organization so important to young girls and women?
Oh my goodness. So, I'll kind of address it in the reverse. So what I have noticed for women, there's still a girl wound, meaning that there's childhood trauma, childhood issues, whether it's a relationship with a mother or a relationship with yourself, that's never been healed. So the Power of Girlhood, when you bring your daughter, it engages you in a way that you didn't have when you were her age. And so for the girl, it engages her to shift out of what the world's perception of her is and what the world may tell her she needs to be, and provides her a space to safely explore. Who am I? Who am I authentically? What am I here? What am I here to do? How am I here to serve? And how am I here to be an advocate? So they're very perceptive. A lot of times we think that they need to be guided. No. They just need the space to explore. They know they can guide themselves.
That's really good. I'm such in awe of you. Okay, so here's another question for you. In your opinion, what are some of the issues facing young Black girls and women today?
Oh wow. I mean, I think of course the easy answer is like, media. But I really feel like the biggest issue is them not knowing who they are. cultivating like identity is like, again, you can get quiet, silence the world, and go within. Then you can discover like who you are and what matters to you. So I think once you can like identify like your core values. So I would say the biggest issue is, yes, there's a lot of external stimuli, but not having enough spaces for personal cultivation and dismantling of, I would say, the oppressor's value system.
Right.
Because our standards of beauty are unfortunately predicated on what the oppressor feels is beautiful, smart, worthy, intelligent. When we can redirect, when we can redirect and cultivate our own value system, then we move into empowerment. So that's, to me, where I feel like the issue is really lying.
Nice. So as an educator, what do you think schools can provide? What do you think schools can do to provide more art to their students?
Oh my goodness. Well, have it.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess that's the simplistic answer, just have it. But I think they have to value it. I mean, we know that statistically speaking, again, students who are exposed to music actually perform better mathematically. When students have opportunities to express themselves, we also know that expulsion and suspension rates go down. When there is a beloved community, which, as you know, in theater, and especially like kind of being an artsy part, we had our own family. So I attended Southfield Lathrop. So shout out to Southfield Lathrop. You know, it's not in existence anymore, but Southfield Lathrop Senior High School really provided me an opportunity because I was a G-winger, which was the art wing. So I was in theater, dance, and choir. So we became family because when you're going to solo and ensemble and you're traveling, you're doing auditions, you know, in a production, you're spending so much time with these people.
Yep, they become your family.
They become your family. So I remember there was like a whole week during like Christmas, I was with my dance sisters because we had so many performances. And so we actually had opportunities to perform in community. So not just in school, word got out about who we are and what we did. So we were actually requested to do a lot of community events. But in that time of practice, you know, we would spend the night over each other's homes. You know, we would have to pick each other up. There would be a lot of rotation. I was the driver. So we really bonded and got really close. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what is the best advice you've received? Any advice?
The best advice that I received. My dad gave me this advice. He said, remember who you are and whose you are. So cultivating like an identity, you know, through God really helped. So remembering who I am, you know, in terms of like my lineage and, you know, my family, there's so much power in your understanding your own family pathology. And so understanding that I am, you know, the granddaughter of sharecroppers and day workers and nurses and chauffeurs who had to go through a lot in a very segregated South and move to Detroit. They say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I'm like, no, baby, if you can make it in Detroit, you can make it anywhere. Because whatever idea you have to build it from like the ground up. Like there's no other infrastructure for you to tap into. So whatever it is, and I'm sure you know this, whenever you want to create your own thing, you have to be the finance committee. You have to be the promotion committee. You have to cultivate other skills, you know, so you're totally building capacity for whatever that is. And so I do believe that if you are Detroit forged, you can make it anywhere. And so understanding whose blood runs in my veins really gives me like that motivation and an identity and sense of purpose, because it's like, okay, I know what odds they had to go through to get it. It helps me to shake it off and know that I can press through, just press through.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Wow, in 5 years. So I definitely see an expansion of the Power of Girlhood. You know, I'd love to have chapters in other states. In 5 years, I'd like to see tours for Be Intentional. So we do have some intentionality on that. Syndicated bilingual podcast. A wife, a mother. I don't know. People kind of tap me for like political stuff, but I don't know. I'm a little not so on the conservative side of things, highly emotional, highly creative, and very expressive. So I don't know, but I do see me in advocacy work and perhaps some policy work.
How about in 10 years?
Oh, in 10 years, whew, I think I'll probably create a whole solar system by then. So in 10 years, I definitely see some spoken word albums dropping,
Okay.
a full-fledged like production company. I definitely see like my own space, my own creative space. I absolutely adore busboys and poets, so I do have some intention on creating something similar in the city so that people of all walks of life, ages and stages can feel part of a community, but also feel part of the creative community. And I really see that creative economy is economy. So it not only stimulates finances, but it also stimulates the soul. So,
All right. So, and this is a question just for my sake. So the BLAQN award that you're receiving,
yes, ma'am,
is the Mentor BLAQN award. What does that mean to you?
Oh my gosh, so much. I mean, you know, when you do this kind of work, your head is down most of the time. You know, your nose is to the stone, and so you really don't see what impact you're having. And sometimes you feel like you're not having one at all, because I get text messages from girls all days, times, hours, Miss Williams, I miss you, or this is what's going on in my life, and help, and mom's like, oh my God, I'm a killer. So, and you know, when you're a grassroots organization like ours, you know, we don't have, no one's getting a salary.
Right.
We're 100% volunteer based. So you're always like, okay, Jesus was to come through. Can we get a check? Is this gonna happen?
Right.
Can we get a sponsor? Can we get an in-kind? Is this gonna happen? And you know, I am not alone in this work, which I think is wonderful. I mean, because there's so many other wonderful girls organizations out there. But the fact that you chose mine, I mean, I'm really moved, because you could have picked anyone, because there's so many out there and they're all doing really great work. But the fact that you chose the Power of Girlhood, that to me is like I said, I'm not gonna get in my feels. I won't do it. Won't do it. You could have picked anyone, but you chose us, and I'm really humbled by that, because then that says to me that yes, we're making an impact, we're doing the work, and our girls are receiving a pour in. So thank you for acknowledging us.
Yeah. As I was scrolling through Instagram, trying to find different women, I came across your profile, and I was, for lack of a better term, I was Instagram stalking you.
Stalk away.
Right. And I was reading your website and all what you have planned for your organization. I was like, this woman is the exact definition of what I am looking for.
Thank you, God.
Period.
That's all I can say. Thank you,
So,
God.
you know, all I can say is thank you. Thank you for what you're doing.
Amen.
Thank you for meeting me here. And keep doing what you're doing, because it's phenomenal work.
Sis, thank you, honestly. So, I mean, we're humble and we're really honored. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for viewing this. We'll see you next time.